What's up, guys? Casey here at Freedom Fitness. So excited to talk to you guys about some foam rolling today. We're going to go over a lot of information. I'm going to break down the foam rolling, all the muscle groups that we're going to be incorporating and using for volleyball. It's very important that you focus and follow some of the directions on here. It's really basic information. It's not going to be too bad to get down on a regular basis. We're going to basically cover all that. I'm going to be completely transparent. Not a lot of science behind foam rolling. It's honestly more of a feel good. But in my opinion, when you're playing sports, it's better to go in your sport feeling good, ready, and warmed up to get into the proper warm-up, dynamic warm-up, which we'll cover as well, and then go ahead and start playing either practice or game. We're going to cover some of those movements today. Hopefully everything makes sense to you guys, but please watch it all the way through and check everything out. I'm excited. Thank you. All right, guys. So here's our foam roller. This is a 36-inch high-density foam roller. They make a ton of these. If you're really tight in the beginning, maybe go with a softer one. This thing is rock hard when you purchase it from Amazon. Any store, really, when they're brand new. This is my suggestion, though. They make ones with bumps and stuff. Sometimes I find that hurts doing that one. I think this is the best one that you can go with. So we're going to go ahead and go through all the movements that we're going to be taking care of your foam rolling. Typically, you're going to be doing this for 20 to 30 seconds, depending on how it feels for you. You can do multiple sets of it. Can't really do it too much, but you definitely shouldn't spend 30 minutes on a single muscle group. It's 20, 30 seconds, knock it out quick, not a big deal. Again, it's more of a feel good. This realistically probably shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to do maybe. We're gonna go ahead and cover everything now. So the first one we're gonna be starting with, is we're gonna be foam rolling the quads. So how we wanna foam roll the quads, I probably suggest having a mat down, especially if you're on turf. You wanna put this foam roller directly at the knees. And so if you look, I'm going to start right above the knees there, and we're going to simply roll back and forth from kind of upper thigh to right above the knee. You can move your feet in and out, kind of hard to see from this angle. Let me scoot up, turn your feet in, out, those directions, put it in different areas. So you're just going right back and forth, right on the quads. Try not to roll directly on your knee. I can tell you right above the knee, for most volleyball players, it is pretty tight. So a very important one to loosen up. All right, heading in the next one, we're going to start working them hamstrings. Right, back of the legs. So how we want to do this one is we're going to take this foam roller, we're going to put it right above the top of the knees here. You're going to lift your butt up off the ground, and you're just rolling back and forth. There's a lot of progressions to these too. You can do single leg at a time as well. You can do that. It just is going to obviously apply more pressure to it, but you're just looking for not directly behind the knee, just right there, all the way up to the glute. Typically you can have some tightness up there as well. Just back and forth. Nothing too crazy either. All right, the next one we're going to do is the calves. I can tell you right now that the calves, it seems like for a lot of people, can end up being extremely tight. So just tread lightly with this one. But basically, for this one, you're going to put that foam roller right at the top of the calves there. Again, you don't want to be directly behind those knees. Right at the top of there is fine. So you're going to go back and forth from like the bottom of the calf to the top. Most people normally cross their legs over like this if there's not enough pressure. Definitely going to be a lot tighter that way. But you can also rotate your ankle out. Get it from all different directions is also important. All right, the next one we got is the glutes. So we're going to go ahead and start foam rolling those booty muscles. So typically how you like to do this one, try to explain it as best I can. Hopefully the audio is good for you guys. When we go to do the glute, we want to roll one glute at a time. So you'll do one glute and then switch. You're not going to just be doing this back and forth on the foam roller. So what I suggest is we're going to start on this left side or left glute. I put my left arm down. I bring this leg up here, and then I'm going to take this leg and as best I can, cross it over my other leg. And then now I'm leaning on my left, rolling out that one glute, can sit on it if I feel like there's an area of tightness, like a knot. Not that it really, again, it's more of a feel good, let's just say that. But rolling it out and getting loose will help. You do this and then you actually switch to the other side and you'll rotate. So basically the leg or the glute that you're working is going to be stretched out. That's why we have your leg up like this. If you're too tight that way, you can also bring your leg down, and you can do it that way as well. All right, the next one is the band, and this is a fun one. This one can typically be not very comfortable, but we're going to do it anyways because, again, it's good for volleyball. So you're going to lay on the foam roller like this, basically completely flat. Your hip will be pointed up towards the ceiling. You're going to take the top leg, you're going to put it in front of the other one. I'm at the hip here. I'm not up on my rib cage, and then you're basically rolling down your leg. Really, this upper portion is very important. If it feels good for you coming any lower, you can do that as well. Really, this upper portion is what I feel like is a more important part to make sure you're rolling out. So just back and forth like that. And then obviously you'll rotate to the other side as well. All right, now, next one we have is your upper and mid back area. Typically a fan favorite, normally feels the best for everyone. Everyone's different though, so that's not always the case. But you're basically gonna put this foam roller in the middle of your back. You're gonna take your hands, you're gonna brace behind your head. You're gonna be looking straight at the ceiling. I want you with your neck parallel. We don't want your neck like this. It's not good for your spine. Everything's flat. Arms are open, coming to the middle, coming to the upper. I don't a lot of the times do the lower back because it's really hard to hold your core up. I'm shaking just doing that. So we have other alternatives for that. But for now, middle back, upper back. You can close your arms as well and do that. Typically will feel pretty good for you. All right, and then the next one we have is going to be the lats. The lats, we're going to work by laying on our armpit-ish area. So how I like to do it is stick the arm out here. My thumb is facing upwards right now. I know it's hard to see in the video, but I'm on the back side in my armpit, but on the back side of that muscle there. And it's literally just a small, this one can be tight too, just a small back and forth movement. Nothing crazy, like I said. I'm just trying to roll that lat out as much as you can inside there as well. You'll flip and do the other side as well. Last one is shoulders. I covered that with your back. It's middle back and rear shoulders, we'll call it. But the last one, I say do it all together. Not a big deal at all. But if you want to do your upper shoulders separately and your back separately, you can do those too, but they're kind of all the same thing. But guys, this is all that foam rolling information. Super important that this foam rolling takes place before the dynamic warm-up. So this is going to be something typically on your own that you're going to do before the coaching even process starts. Because as a coach, we shouldn't need to spend much time on this area. You can refer to this video and keep watching it over and over again so you get it down. Again, most people will get it down the first time, but definitely reference back to this video if you need more help with foam rolling. If you need something beyond that, you're more than welcome to reach out to me as well. But guys, I'm excited.